I noticed after the game, they're not running the ball well. And someone asked George Kittle, what's up with that? He's like, oh, yeah, we're not prepared for the fronts we're seeing. And we're not adjusting quickly enough. I was like, oh, like,
that's not what you want to hear.
You're blaming your coach. Okay, that's very interesting. And only someone like George Kittle could ever say something like that. In football, you don't do stuff like that. But George Kittle can. So, okay, that's after the game. Jimmy yesterday, same question. What's up with the run game? Yeah. And I asked him, are there just fronts that you guys are struggling with? And he's like, it's not fronts. It's just that we're not prepared for them. It's looks that we're not getting during the week, and then we're being surprised during the game. So we asked Mike McDaniel about that today, and he goes, yeah, no, I mean, I could understand them making that mistake in the heat of the moment afterward, but after watching the tape, they'll clearly see that it was execution. So very professional and polite, but that's two of the top guys on the team, Jimmy and George, essentially pointing the finger at the play design, and the play designer pointing the finger right back at Jimmy and George, which is just not what you want. You want a united front in football, and it's very hard to get that big of a team working together. But right now, I don't know. What do you think of that?
I think that was a little bit concerning that there's three different answers. Different answers, and you could say what you want about, how they were attacked. But, for me, as much as
And Jimmy said this yesterday after watching the film. So right. I don't know what Mike was talking about there.
So as much as I love Kyle Shanahan, I get scared when I hear guys say, oh, they're not ready for the fronts.
What?
What
are you doing, Kyle? Like, are you mailing it in? Are you delegating to Mike McDaniel? Is he over his head? What's going on here? Because
where's the adjustment? Right. Where's the adjustment? If you are what we all think you are in terms of your play calling and your play designing, why are you getting beat?
Especially when it comes better from you, Kyle.
Right. And when you're talking about the Packers, it's not like the Packers are the Bucs defense up front where you literally cannot run the ball anywhere, and then you have to figure stuff out. Like the Packers were getting gashed by everybody under the sun. I mean, Jamal Williams went in there and he was ripping off big run after big run. So that's concerning. And then the three different answers, that's concerning. So it kind of lends you to believe that there's a little bit of, I don't know, chaos, I guess, in what's going on right now. And I think that there's a lot of pressure. Like you said, there's a lot of pressure on everybody right now. Obviously, Jimmy's playing for his quarterback life in this league. Mm-hmm. And I think that this roster and this team knows that they can't afford to have another losing season, and they can't blame it on
this is kind of the last dance in certain ways, right?
Yeah, in a certain way, because all this team has talked about, and you and I have been trying to tell people to pump the brakes. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Why do you believe that that's the point? Like, why do you believe that would be a successful season? A successful season is a playoff berth and a victory in a wild card game while you're moving forward with your next guy. There's no reason for anybody to have the expectations of Super Bowl. Obviously, that is what you always want as a fan, but you have to be realistic. We knew that this defense wasn't going to be as good as 2019. It is going to regress, and it still has a chance to be top 10. All those things are true. The difference is 2019 is 2019. That's why I said I muted 2019 and Super Bowl. I don't want to hear it anymore. This is not that team. But when you come in and you start leading people to believe, hey, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, and you're starting to say things in games after games, or you're starting to look bad against Philly for a little while, the offense is stagnant, and then people are giving three different answers, why wouldn't anybody be concerned about that? So it lends yourself to believe, like, again, I know we talked about it, and I know it has to be with the quarterback thing, but what if there was no plan for quarterback? None. Everything was just, hey, you? No. All right. You? No. All right. You? No. All right. That guy? No. You know what? Let's
Aaron Rodgers?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Aaron Rodgers? No. Right. Exactly. So it's like when you literally are on quarterback Tinder, swiping right on every able-bodied quarterback in the world, it doesn't lend you to believe that there's some sort of plan. Literally every able-bodied two-armed quarterback who has ever played in the NFL was connected to the 49ers. And I'm not lying. This isn't my opinion. This is what it was. So again, there is a little bit of chaos in this right now at this point. And again, there is a little bit of pressure on this because of the expectations that were set on this team. Tried to tell everybody to chill out with that. Tried to tell everybody that a successful season is a division win or a wild card berth or something like that. But nobody wants to hear that. Everybody just wants to press the button, go back to 2019 and fix those last few minutes of that Super Bowl and finally get the ring done. It's not how this league works. It's not. You have to be realistic with yourself.